how do you think about risk when you're looking to onboard a new tool, and how does that work from a company standpoint?
Yeah, I mean, I guess there's probably a few things to think about on that aspect. Is one is probably don't hold all your eggs in one basket with one tool. And that kind of goes back to the foundational of, you know, make sure you get a core tool that satisfies your needs, but
Mhm.
having a few extras that, complement the tool you have that do other things that are still core to the business.
Mhm.
But don't let your whole business go down because you have every single activity being done in that one tool, because there is the risk of that sometimes happening, and you kind of think that could never happen to you until it does, and then you're like, wow,
Yeah.
I'm dumbfounded that it actually happened. So
Yeah.
um, so anyways, for me, like I look at healthcare, like there's a lot of tools, EHRs out there that do a fabulous job, managing and treating the patients and supporting the providers and the like. And they also, those same tools provide the same, they provide, support for the non-patient driven thing, but not as deep. So why not look at other opportunities out there? That's kind of how we got in the game in the first place, is looking at ability to offset and be specialized in certain areas that we know
Hmm.
that other tools are not. They offer, good features, but they don't go deep on some of these other things.
Yeah.
And in those particular examples, at least the whole system isn't down, right? You have another
Right.
tool that's independent, not impacted by whatever may have happened with a cyber attack or the like. And at least you have one less thing to worry about.
Hmm.
So that kind of hedges your bets a little bit there. I think the other opportunity is really just making sure that any of the tools you do have, you do, certain things like disaster recovery, and like take
Hmm.
that seriously, like truly
Yeah.
understand that the what if this goes down, what are you going to do?
Hmm.
And it's possible your backups aren't working. It's possible X, Y, and Z. It's like, what are you going to do? Like, what's your plan? And making sure it's documented, and you
Hmm.
make sure you test it. I mean, a lot of people don't test their disaster recovery because it takes time, and there's many other priorities out there that they spend their time on. But when this ends up happening, it ends up realizing that this is actually a pretty big priority. If you're down, like you said, 4 to 5 months or whatever, like
Yeah.
that's material, like that's not
For
insignificant.
sure.